The CarLeans, you guys are wonderful, and thank you for being here on Live Lunch Break. The Day does this every Thursday from here in the Telegraph record shop. Look at this crowd. This is amazing. You guys just didn't want to be wet. Is that the truth? Is that the truth of the matter?
Yeah, they don't want to stand in the rain anymore.
I have what is going to sound on the surface like a really rude question, but it's not. It's a deep, meaningful question, and it's what I want to know. Why is there a CarLeans? Why is this outfit together?
Oh, I thought you meant the name.
No. I figured that out. It's about your automobile, right? No, just kidding. Why did this happen?
Well, we were. I had helped the girls make their record, the McLean sisters.
Right.
You know, her twin sister Rachel, and started playing with them and their dad Roy Dunn and her sister. Well, she had a whole mezzo kids, so it kind of took her out of the picture right now. She's got 4 little ones, and she's enjoying in that. So we continued, and this is it.
I'll take that. And that's what I was going after, because you both had established, and I guess still do on and off with other organizations. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you still have the Julios.
I still have the Julios, and Kareen is in the Julios now, and Sarah's an honorary Julio who's there as much as we can get her there, and Rachel shows up with us and the Julios whenever she can get out.
I think
On work release.
whenever she can get a babysitter.
Escape.
I'll do that. I need the money. So you have Drowning Moon, the new CD, and when you decided to make this record and do this as the CarLeans, you brought in some already established material, respectively. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
What I want to know is, coming from a situation where you sang with your sister, everybody knows how it is when you're singing with a sibling. If the two of you can sing, it's instinctual, it's magical, and then you got Jim thrown into the mix with his hushed.
Not so magical.
I didn't mean it that way at all, but it is a different dynamic. Listen, you sing with your sister as opposed to Jim. How hard was it for you guys to put these voices together? I don't mean hard. I know you know how to sing harmony and write harmonies, but was it different for each of you to get used to this sort of thing?
Yeah, definitely. I think that playing with Rachel, it's kind of like just was our whole lives too. Like we just would walk around the house singing in a very irritating manner, and to the point where like we would play and I could sort of just know where she was going, even just vocally. And so there's like that transition, but it's fun to like add a male-female component too, because you can take that different places.
It also sounds like, and I could be wrong, but that neither one of you is necessarily glued to a particular melody. You sort of change in and out on who's doing the harmony lines. Is that fair?
Yeah, sometimes on purpose.
Yeah, because it works,
Sometimes
right?
on accident.
So how do you write for that sort of thing?
Right now I've written a couple things for this, but we're kind of drawing from old material, really. Sarah came in with quite a bit of material, and we do some of her sisters, and even a song or two of her dad. So we have a lot of material.
Talented folks.
But we're hoping to. Sarah's writing some new things now. We're hoping to go that way.
We're talking with the CarLeans here on Live Lunch Break, and just a wonderful trio. And trio is an interesting word to use in this context, because originally it was just Sarah and Jim, right? And it was just fine. Nobody had any complaints about that. It was working. You guys toured all over together, South, all that stuff. But who had the brilliant idea to bring Karina into this mix? Because what you add to it, I'm going to let them answer that question first, and then I want to talk to you a little bit, because classically, well, institutionally, no, that's the wrong word too. Trained musician, really good. Conservatory trained musician. And that you're doing it on the stand-up as opposed to an electric bass. Adds so much texture and depth. But we'll get to that in a minute. So where did this idea come from? Where did you guys go, hey, well, let's just bring Karina in on this?
They played together in this really just like amazing, incredible way. And so Karina played with us when we all played together in different configurations. And it just like, it wasn't broken or wrong, but it just like adds to it, makes it better. And then you're like, oh, okay, it's done now. So.
And you were happy to do that?
Oh, yes, definitely.
No, we force her all the time.
Well, I was playing with another band for a long time, and so with John Freeze, we were so busy that I couldn't do much. And then when that went away, besides the Julios being able to play all the time with the CarLeans, like, it just worked. Because I loved playing with them. It was only a matter of time, so.
Yeah, it is. It works very well. And I wonder, because you're conservatory trained and you've played in all sorts of styles of music, what I'm hearing when I listen to this is you don't just do root fifth, Americana bass lines. You're adding a whole texture and almost a counter melody to some of the stuff Jim does. Do you have a lot of freedom to do that? Is it instinctual? How does this all work?
For me, it's always about the song. What's going to make the song better? I mean, I could play like solo bass lines all day long, and it won't help the song. So I try to listen to what they're doing vocally, and Jim's guitar. He has like that bass note going too. So it's like he's laying it down along with like that rhythmic pattern. So it allows me to do whatever I want, and so I just try to weave in and just hold it down with them and make the song just kind of pop.
I have a lot of bad habits on the guitar.
You do not.
I do the drum parts and the bass parts.
Sometimes you have to.
So I'm learning to get out of the way. And
We like put
No, it works. Because you do hold down the
it's
pocket.
playing alone too much. Now I have friends, so I need to get out of Karina's way.
No, it works beautifully. So, Drowning Moon. What's the plan? What are you going to do with this record? Which, by the way, it's a really, really good album if you haven't heard it. But what do we do? What happens next?
We're just trying to get it out there all over the place. So we're trying to book and play all over. We're trying to get a New England circuit going now. So we're going to Burlington soon and New Hampshire up that way. We just came back from a tour and we're trying to plan another one for around May. Going back out town, kind of the southern way, Asheville, Florida, Charleston, all that kind of stuff. And
I mean, sort of in this death of major label era that we're in, to establish three circuits where you can go regularly and then move product there. That's a good business proposal, right? Good business plan.
yeah,
That's what you're
we're
trying to do.
The first time through a new area can always be interesting.
You just had an interesting experience in Asheville, didn't you?
We did.
I don't know how much you want to say about it, but it's kind of entertaining.
Sometimes, no matter what happens, I'm trying to be diplomatic. If you get, hairs get crossed, things get double booked, you get rerouted, and so we had some of that happening this tour.
Anybody you want to blame for that?
No, not on the internet.
I was just being provocative to be a goofball.
But we told him we didn't do bar mitzvahs. We stick by that.
All right, so the album officially available? Can people get it?
It is available at our shows, and I believe on CD Baby at this point, if you want to order a physical copy. We held electronic distribution a little because we're trying to get more press and radio play before it goes for electronic distribution. I think will be June, July. So that's when it'll be on iTunes and all that other crazy stuff.
So watch for that if you don't already own it, and if you do, go ahead and buy another one when that all happens. They will appreciate it. The second set is essentially just going to be a long bass solo that Karina's going to play, right?
New album coming out.
Thank you guys for being here at
Thanks for
Live
having
Lunch
us.
Break, and we do appreciate it. And this is the CarLeans.